Holy War X is not dead. Yes, the game has just come back showing off some new sneaks after being on a media ban for say what, 5 months or something like that? Ever since we got that notification saying that the media ban had been lifted, we have been getting sneaks like there is no tomorrow. I think every single day since that notification was sent out to everyone, we have been getting sneaks daily, which is insane. Just so you're all aware, even though it was a media ban for 5 months, that doesn't mean they haven't been working on the game for 5 months. They have been working on it, and they have been working hard from the looks of things. So, over here on the Discord server, we have the notification saying the media ban lifted on Friday, which was the 5th of the 10th. It's currently now the 10th. So this was 5 days ago. So theoretically, there should be at least 5 new sneaks to look through. Sneaks will resume and flow like the Nile, which if you don't know what the Nile is a river. I have no idea where, but it's just a massive, long ass river. So with this, we got this somewhat sneak, which there might be some sort of gripping animation. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. Or maybe some sort of press, because unless it's reviving, I don't know. That looks like it could be the goddess clan like healing this person because of the like plus sign. I have no idea, to be honest. But that isn't the biggest sneak. We are going to go over to the sneak peeks channel. Okay, that is very interesting. There was a sneak here. I have no footage of it, no photos of it whatsoever. But there was a sneak here showing some combat. They were using the flame magic, whatever it's called, and it was here. You can literally see the message. This is just a clip from a testing session earlier. Been busy working today. That is on about the sneak that was here, not this one, the one that was here, and now it's gone. And that was a really cool sneak to look at. I looked at it myself, but I can't show it in this video because it's disappeared for whatever reason. So now here we have this, the rell demon frog world boss that allows some YouTubers to post. Yeah, is this like to do with the rell seeds collab? I have no idea. Because I know the rell games logo with like a frog kind of thing. But yeah, here it is. I'm going to mute this just in case. But you can see this just shows off the animation. It's got massive claws. They look like it could do some damage. Massive tongue. It looks ugly as well. You know, terrifying. Okay, is that like its walking animation? And that's just running animation. Okay. Very cool. That's just roaring. Okay. An attack maybe? Maybe that's just like M1 sort of attack. And a ground slam, okay. Now it's standing on its hind legs and is now running. Okay, so it's got like 2 modes. One where it's on all 4s and one where it's just on its back legs. Now next we have a mount, I believe. So this mount is Sky Mantas. Now I have watched 7 Deadly Sins, I've watched all of it. However, this is the mount. No video of how they are going to be animated, but this is just what they look like, which is very cool. And I believe this is a... Okay, no, we do have a video of what it looks like. Okay. So this is the animations. This is a flying mount. So you can see you've got 3 people on there. So if you've got a group of friends, there's 3 of you, you can all sit on this mount together. Looks quite fast as well. Okay, so with this clip, we've got quite a bit of message here. So, all of the sub-skills are important parts of the game and tie into progression of the game in some way or another. For example, the lockpicking skill not only allows you to break into high-level chests found in the depths of caves on various islands, but also when breaking out your boys from the Bast prison joint. The fastest way to get it done would be to have someone on your prison break squad who's got high lockpicking skills. Cooking, stealth, flying, theft and climbing all play their own important parts across the progression of this game, and we think we've tied them all in pretty well. So it's not just a feature for the sake of being one. Apart from fishing, we fish just to fish, as we are fishermen. We'll be showing you all the changes to what we did in the combat later, and now return back to work. So it's obviously that sub-skills are going to be an important part, and if you weren't already aware, this is a 7 Deadly Sins inspired game, so I think they're going for the more MMO RPG kind of route now. However, it is obviously going to be based off of 7 Deadly Sins, but also have some non-7 Deadly Sins stuff in it. So this is the UI that we can see here. We got a mount, okay. I haven't seen a mount in a while. I mean, it's been like a 5-month media ban. Very cool. Magic, melee, weapon, and items. So this is the UI that you can see here. Very awesome. That over there as well will be another sneak later, but that is the goddess awakening kind of thing. Okay, so here are the chests, which you can also use lockpicking to open. Now, I have seen this before, and this is exactly like the lockpicking method in Hogwarts Legacy. If you have played that game, this is exactly the same. Like, exactly the same. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. but I can definitely tell where they got inspiration from. Unless there was somewhere that did that first, I don't know, but it looks identical to Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so this might be some sort of NPC, some sort of boss maybe. Probably not a boss, it doesn't look big enough to be a boss. But it's definitely an NPC you might be fighting. Maybe at Bast Prison, seeing as a lot of these sneaks seem to be including Bast Prison, which I believe is where Barn was held captive in the first season, where Meliodas went to go rescue him from. So this like some sort of armor. Is this the armor for this guy? This guy looks skinny, these look chunky. So I don't know whether this is armor for us as the player, or whether these are armor for like this NPC. Holy War X Draugrs, this is what this NPC is called. Which dwell in normal caves, usually seen as just the stronger skeletons that are naturally quite weak. Skyrim fans will appreciate, of course. Now, I haven't actually played Skyrim. I think I played Elder Scrolls Online, and that is the only form of Skyrim that I've played, if you want to call that a form of Skyrim. So, I don't really know much about Skyrim at all. Okay, here we've got a Yeti, it looks like. So, another NPC, monster, beast kind of thing. Which is 33 seconds long, so I don't know if I'm going to let the entire thing play, but there we go, we got the roaring animation. The walking animation looks slow as hell. There you go, it's running, it's charging. It could definitely catch up to you with that. And it picks up snowball, very, very nice circle, and it throws it at you. Okay, we've got like the gripping animation. I'm guessing this is when you die. Yeah, it does that. Almost like, is that like a blocking running animation? And then it just falls over. Awesome. And now we've got the shark. And now this shark looks very, very like ugly, to be honest, which isn't always a bad thing, but it could definitely, like, if I saw that in the water, I would run. Okay, so we're just seeing some like attacks of it right now, and now this bit, this is what shows you the scale of how big this shark is. This is what a lot of people are going crazy about. It just shows you how big it is compared to the player, because look, this is the size of the player right now, and it's being gripped apart. So this is obviously the gripping animation. No way would this just be a normal, you know, just a normal attack it has. This would definitely be the finishing animation for it. Because you see, you die. You are not surviving that. And here we have Bast Prison Part 1. So there's probably going to be more Bast Prison sneaks being shown soon. These are the upper levels of the Bast Prison, and the top where high level prisoners get executed will show the lower level sandy dungeons later in the week. And it just happens to be that the tester that got imprisoned was black, was not intentional. Okay, so I don't know how this imprisonment is going to work. Maybe it's going to be very similar to Impel Down. Maybe it's going to be like that from One Piece. Who knows? But this is them being imprisoned. I ain't break you out, wait for someone else. Okay, so there's the prisoner in there. So maybe the player can be like, let's just take this back to One Piece, because this is One Piece, something I know quite well. Let's just say this is the Marine. This guy here is the Marine, and this guy here is the pirate. You can essentially just lock them up as the player, if that makes sense. That's a possibility from what I'm seeing here. So it looks quite big. It looks very big. It looks very cool as well. I could definitely see myself exploring this place, as long as I don't get my ass put in jail. Ooh. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the outside. It looks extremely awesome. The entire map just looks really nice. Okay, is that like saying leading to floor 3 maybe? That's what that means. Oh, we got like a rooftop with windmills and stuff. And that's it. Yeah, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I will leave the Discord link in the description if you want to see these sneaks more in detail yourself. Keep in mind this is a no flying island, meaning no flying and no flying mounts. I only kept it on so I can fly around easier. You 7 Days Since fans better notice what this is in the back. So, that's Bast Prison over there, as you can see. This entire island, because there's going to be islands in this game it looks like, is going to be no flying. Now, that obviously is probably a way of trying to nerf flying in a way. It's just said no flying mounts or no flying, which means that any land mounts that they may have could still be working, like you could still use them. Which is a way in Rell Seas where you're like, oh, how is flying going to work? How are they going to nerf flying mounts? Because obviously no one's going to use land mounts if you can just fly everywhere. So maybe it's something like this, that is, at least in Holy War X, this could be their way of nerfing flying mounts. Okay, so we've got a telescope. This is looking more of like a ship, like, you know, maybe a Sea of Thieves kind of game from the looks of things, because it looks like he's on a ship. There's islands, you're going from island to island. So, as I said before, more of an MMORPG kind of thing they're trying to go for, it looks like. So here is a shark, but it's a very, very smaller shark. Yeah, start off with baby shark. This is a very, very small shark compared to the other one, It's quite cute actually. Has pretty similar animations. I wonder if it has a gripping animation. Okay, it does, but nowhere near as crazy. I know, this is what I was on about. Goddess Awakening Transformation. This is teaser sneak. The media ban is still lifted on Friday. So this was shown when we got that notification. So I'm just going to let this play for you guys. But I will also want to say, I have watched some other videos on these Holy War X sneaks, and apparently this isn't the final stage for a Goddess. So if you go Goddess, apparently this is one of the earlier stages of Awakenings. You turn into this, and then you have another Awakening later on, where you like that Roblox R15 model, and you know, you just got like the wings and stuff on your back and whatnot. So this looks very cool. However, it's going to be a bit like in Peroxide, where say you were going for like Vasto Lorde or whatever it's called, you were turning into that massive like tower thing. I haven't watched Bleach, so I can't really remember the names. But it'd be pretty similar to that. You wouldn't stay in this form for the entire game. See, that looks very cool. This was sent on the 5th, which is when the media ban was lifted. And look at this. 7th of February, we got this last sneak. It is now October. So that's more than 5 months. That is 8 months later, which is actually crazy. Yeah, obviously shows that it's going to be on mobile as well. Maybe not on release, but it looks like they are working on mobile as well, which is very cool. One last thing I do want to show off is, I don't know if there is another game called Holy War X on the platform. However, if you search up Holy War X codes, it comes up with, obviously Holy War 3 is a game that is out right now. But Holy War X codes, like, it literally has a Holy War X in the title. So unless Holy War X is like another game that's out there, could be a bit complicated for this game, this Holy War X, just because there's 2 games with the same name. Not that this one's very famous. I haven't heard of this one whatsoever, if it is actually existing, or they're just using this to, you know, get people to click on the article so they get more money. But yeah, that's everything for this video. I've gone through all the latest sneaks we have gotten. If anything big shows up, I'll be sure to make another video, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.